guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you my plant update from, we're going to start with my poinsettia, and then we'll move on to my Christmas and Easter cactuses, then we'll move on to my aloe plants, my avocado seeds, and then my lovely orchids. So please stay tuned if you want to see all the important details on that.
Saw the girl called Ladybug, I bet.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a plant update where I have some interesting updates for you guys, especially for the poinsettia, because now we're in March, so we have a couple of things we need to do to the poinsettia. So right here I have the little guy I'm following for this. So it says for spring, which is March through May, it says after the blooms fade, which they have faded at this point. All that's left is just a little bit of red leaves, but as you can see, all the blooms have faded on that. So after the blooms fade, the plant enters a resting season until summer. So it says prune your plant back to 6 to 8 inches tall. Reduce watering, allow the plant to get completely dry in between waterings. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys how I'm going to measure my plant. It says 6 to 8 inches tall. I'm just going to go with 8 inches. So I have my real ruler right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to measure the plant from the soil all the way up to the tallest point, so that way I can tell. So it looks like, it's hard to tell with this one because it's like leaning to one side. So I'm just going to have to move it so I can get it kind of straight, so I can have a better measuring on it. And that's it. I'm just going to cut it back a couple of inches. I'm going to go with 6 inches because I do need to prune it so it can grow. So I'm going to go back to 6 inches, and I see where I need to cut that. So I'm going to get my shears, and I have these shears I got from Amazon. I will leave an affiliate link in the description below if you want to check them out. They're really cool. So I'm just going to cut right between these two leaves right here. That's where I'm going to cut this guy to prune it. Like that. So it has been pruned now. And what you want to do to check the watering at this point, because it does say wait till it's completely dry before you water it. So you just want to take your hand and just feel the soil, and it feels really dry right now. So I need to water it. Definitely need to water it. So just take like a regular ruler and just measure. Just measure. It has to be 6 to 8 inches tall. So I went with 6 instead of 8 because if it was 8, I wouldn't have to prune it at all, and I wanted to prune it to show you guys how to do it. So I went with 6 inches. So now we have it like this, and yeah, we're just gonna have to watch it grow. Some new leaves should come out of the top as well. So it usually happens when you prune stuff back, new leaves will come out of the spot where you cut it. So that's all we have to do between now and May. So from now to May, you just want to water it when the soil is completely dry, which it is currently for mine. So that's what you want to do for that. So now we are going to move on to my Easter cactuses that I have over here. So I have 3 Easter cactuses and I have 3 Christmas cactuses. So these are the ones that I am excited about because these are the ones that are going to bloom around Easter. So right now, these guys are doing quite well. We got some new leaves coming in all around, which is a very good sign. So yeah, everything is looking awesome with these guys. It looks like I need to water those guys. So let's go to my last Easter cactus, which I have a lot of hope. That this one will give some blooms this year. So I've been taking care of this one for about a year or so. I don't remember exactly, but it's growing quite well. So hopefully this season we will see some blooms on it. So that was looking good. Again, I probably have to water all of these guys at this point. So here is one of the Christmas cactuses. And right now, if you do have Christmas cactuses, the only thing to expect is leaves. That's basically it. Just expect leaves. Lots and lots of leaves. I don't think they go into like a dormancy phase. I think just need to keep growing leaves at this point. Just grow and grow and grow. So then we got this Christmas cactus over here, which I'm going to show you the new leaves because I see the new leaves. We got some new leaves right there. Right here, we got a couple of them right there. And it looks like they're growing more and more leaves. I don't know if you can see, but the newer leaves have like a little pink, color to them. So that's why when I say you see a new growth on it, you don't know if it's going to become a bloom or a leaf until it starts growing out, and then you see, oh, it's this. And here is my last Christmas cactus. As you can tell, it's been growing quite a bit since Christmas, which is a really, really good thing. I have a lot of new leaves, actually. We got some coming out of the same area. We got new ones. So it's all good with this guy. So those are my Christmas cactuses, and here are my yellows. So these are the ones I took from outside because the last one died on me. And they're doing quite well. I still have the mother plant outside. I keep the mother plant outside because she produces babies. So you want to keep the mother plant outside if you have one. If not, just plant one outside and have one inside, because they will produce up to 10 aloe plants a year. So everything's looking good on this one. It looks like it needs to be watered as well. So we're looking good. So now we're going to get to my avocado seeds right over here. So you can see this one, they're growing. There's no roots yet, but it's going to take a few weeks before we see that. And here's this one. As you can see, the water is just about completely gone. Just about completely gone. That tells me it's drinking a lot of water, which is good. So at this point, if you have avocado seeds, you just want to leave them in the water until you see lots and lots of roots on it at this point. I'm not an expert, but that's what I've read. It's like you want to keep it in water until you see roots in your glass, and then you want to plant it. So here is my orchid, who is doing wonderfully. This needs to be cut for sure, because it's not going down any further, which is a very good sign. I was worried about that. We have this beautiful new leaf right here, which is amazing. And the root system is doing quite well. And I do need to change the water in all these guys as well. So then we got this one, who's still in bloom. Still in bloom, which is amazing. And we have this root right here that's growing a little bit more. So everything is looking good. Each week when I change the water or when I'm going to fertilize them, I check the root system every single time, just to make sure there are no dead roots because you want to cut all the dead roots away when you can. This guy's still in bloom. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. So every time I change the water or I fertilize them, I definitely check each and every single root just to make sure there are no dead ones. Because you want to make sure of that. And then we have this guy right here who's still growing. The flower spike is still a nice green color. That's always a good thing. This guy has been like this for many, many months at this point. We got this nice new leaf that's growing quite well. There's no new leaves in there. The root system is growing quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit of growing in there. So yeah, everything is looking really good. Looking really, really good. So yeah, this guy is doing marvelously right now. I love it. Then we have this guy right here, which as you can see, this leaf is starting to die. That is normal. That is normal. Usually, Phillips orchids will lose 1 to 2 leaves a year, I think it is, and it should always be the bottom leaf, and that is the bottom leaf. So I'm not freaking out, and you shouldn't freak out if you have the bottom leaves turning yellow on you. That's normal for an orchid to do. If it's like the mid leaves or the top leaves doing that, then that would be a moment of concern for me. But bottom leaf, not freaking out at all. So and here's this guy right here who's doing wonderfully. We got this leaf, it's doing pretty well. And we got this root that keeps growing, which is amazing. I like it that it's so plump and it's growing so much. I love it. So yeah, that is going to be it for this week's plant update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Please share to grow our community. And please subscribe if you are new here. And don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys real soon.